Hello, I hope you got me in the focus. Oh, you know, I am truly slept today, and I'm seriously slept. I went yesterday for borrow money from my mother, because if I would have a benefit, that my granny before she passed away, she said at me that also said to certain women's, retired women's on this place which not being a home for retired or third age people, but actually for women of third age, and not like a home with a whole of the services, but apartments for rent. So suddenly she said that she wanted I to have if she would ever, and I didn't have no idea. So suddenly, in the middle of this all, I hoped that I would find her alive, and I said, well, we intermate her, I hope she'll be okay. And I'm found with baptized at, for around 80 meters from the door of her. My sister calls me from inside that place that PAMI, Argentina service, have been already there, and she passed away at the rate 10 a.m. around. Okay, further these realities, I thought that I would have found her alive and delivered her into a hospital or sanitary where she were with the services, but in PAMI, Argentina. The sanitary Argentino, here near where I am addressed. So suddenly, further this, my mother borrowed me money that I'm gonna keep her back. And I needed this for long ago, and I were wondering for. And I had this benefit over this trademark, over this external disc. And I bought it yesterday noon here in Buenos Aires, and this offered 1,050 pesos, that 1 bytes, and works amazing. I already depleted my disk on the whole that I would ever save, and making my backup and reducing my laptop, which is on. And I should reconfiguring and switching the system because of this. Sodoma-Gomorra Argentina destroyed my system in a way that I don't found to the plug-in Wi-Fi anymore, because if I had it disconnected overall, and I don't know if I will ever even have Bluetooth that I were trying to check out, but gives me other class of wireless wave, which naturally will be Wi-Fi, and maybe other weird from laptop into another, which is a difference, but mobile naturally shall be Bluetooth. But in a moment we're not Bluetooth, Acer company using for. So suddenly further that, and I supposedly have been robbing this, and I supposedly robbed the laptop and everything inside to Sodoma Federal, saying that Gomorra also, I robbed them the disk with the whole of the files inside. So I went to this place, Flores place, Buenos Aires, and a very good offer because of this same trademark, 500 gigabytes in places like Garbarino, Fraga, La Casa del Audio, Compomundo, Musimundo, Buenos Aires is around 1,300 pesos. The health of capacity, and this is an awesome offer, and it's amazing, and I'm really thankful and blessed to this great people, and really sold me a very good product, and it's a real product, clear, clean. And they already had the offer. I were for about 4 months inquiring on this, and they had it on 1,000 pesos then, 4 months ago, and now at this price that I just paid. So I cleared my computer and I had it on, so I should ever plug in and start to making something which were requested by your owners and by justice parties. Only certain classes of things, and I saved the whole that Sodom and Gomorrah were seeking on that. We done it at installing us and making still while kidnapping and raping and destroying more people and families here all around. Sodom and Gomorrah, while makes the staging of the sick that generates depravity with the figure of tribunales, playing that we command and we are sirs and we are judges and we are not be offensed, and we are going to show that we are the ones that makes the judgment. I'm going to tell you one thing, and forgive me a moment, I'm off the focus. You know, I am really certain clearing class and certain easy. For this, I am released from certain charge of stress about I can use a computer even with the risks and everything making what they do, but at least I will use a computer and saving like documental, like I said, my backup. On the whole week we're working, advertisement, R&D, opera, and every composition as anything as we were doing, videos. I had 3 years and months of data in 500 bytes and only a rest with a saved virtual memory for the capture the system and there to not collapse and not to be destroyed and losing files. 6 megabytes only, the rest of the whole of the computer. On 500 gigabytes HD. It's an old one anyway for what is the new generations of informatics, but well, worked. And by the other way, I had it on, and I'm going to show you, and I'm sorry for I have my battery of my Android is betraying me. My Android betrays me. It works for the enemy sometimes with not knowing it is. So suddenly I'm going to make a really kicking bats to the Androids. I'm sorry, kind of a person. Lately, I am needing a very better improvmental reality as humanity and not only devices. So I'm going to kick Android's asses. Sorry the word. Alright, and BRWEDNWEDTZER. Do you know what this is? MP3 voice recorder. And suddenly has got out of order for long ago, and I used it for recording Cuerpo Médico Forense Argentina, Tribunales Argentina, about how services of institution of justice and health for legist or legal medicine they provide to the population whenever they need trading. And I sent this to the International Criminal Court since this started to be. And what at the first ever ones, Interpol headed, and this made in the whole of the riot of the generates, improvementally the whole of the staging and artifact for the generados criminales, like naturally, Ejército Argentino, Policía Federal Argentina, Fuerzas Armadas Argentinas, with pardon of who are suffering in and out this sickness which Kirschners are the cradle with United Evangelics. So suddenly in the middle of this all, I were trying to test this, and I don't have mass storage. I need kind of a driver that doesn't work because of the destruction of my system, doesn't read my CD, what I have on disk, which is the driver for this to work. So suddenly, alright. They said that I also wrote this at the way this is. He just taking it off! And this is the way, taking it off! From her hand in the street recent. And also assignated, and I were not here, and I were having sexual around, but I had this since yesterday, 13:30, or 1400, here in Buenos Aires, working in this room, and the whole night waking up, until now, for the making my backup, saving documental, with the Wi-Fi and modem off from the cable and off from current, from fitting, and energy fitting, I mean. And the reality for this, working on this, making the with the BMC Binsbar, Motorola Monvot, to try to rob him, and saying, we had it first and we done it all. And he's telling us, go to capture catcher, exactly. Go to catcher to hold up and taking the friends and the bodies and everything, and let's F-word and kill, and I'm gonna make them F-word themselves in the hell. And it's exactly what it's gonna happen. Alright, redefech maplech gisach lecha maplech redefech lecha betzim gish kaplech maplech redefech lichasach. So suddenly in the middle of the reality, Your Honors, I'm sorry, you needed a brief video. We're having disasters, we had bombs put it by this all and pretending to blame the powers still in the world, and kidnapping governmental United Nations and of the jurisdictions of the international courts. But we have the whole of the people back, and the situation is that pretends to keep us squatters, saying that they have rights to taking a property inside Israel and living inside Israel and making them business and them lives inside Israel because of them's international criminals, pretended of courts, and degenerates, pretended of justice courts, UNASUR, which are sick shit like this all altogether, with a partner of you, and at the reality that they said they had rights provided for the supposed damages of the government of Israel against these PERRAS, and while they making less humanity saying rights of ethnics. So you shut up, and what? Is it a problem for you coming inside of the house of our people and raping them wives, them husbands, them sisters, brothers, friends, sons, daughters, mothers, fathers in front of them? And is it a problem for you? I have right of ethnics and religion. I'm a government, I command. Enfermedad degenerada, maldita enfermedad reventada Argentina. With the Department of Victims, and I'm sorry but this is true, and you know it. So suddenly, we have few millions more murdered in the world. We have missed 604,000 bodies, some else. And the reality of every day, and I am needing to rest. I am unslept and really feeling suppressed and feeling really in need to live. I have found, I need to show you. Where did I put this? Give me a moment. I'm going to be ironic at this moment and I show you one interesting thing like you saw, and it were nice for the idea because of improvementally it's exactly the moment that one kind of thing. I mean, I'm out or I just die. So suddenly, just this moment, here's my trailer of this. Like I said, the disc years ago. We're talking for around 2007. And here, you know what this is. And I felt really dumb at the trying to wearing it. So suddenly, besides I will look really terrible myself with this at the head. But suddenly, at the reality, the oceans cannot be a barrier and cannot be a border for my life. So suddenly, even this can be useful, don't you think? Alright, blech matzach liebe sama blevat. Ser lachava blesvat si shlam. Ge tish lamak amasi tish la kiba. Retevech motsa reflexi va blech matzal. Retechli ma blech refech lebesot lesashli chaba blechna atecham. And so in any time I'm going to start to delirium because of you can't sleep, you need medication, you can't sleep, you need medication. And I'm sorry, Dr. Ruben, I bless you so much and I always appreciated you, and your concern is really welcome, and you understand where is the healthiness and the reality of what it is, the profession's border of the sanity. So suddenly bless you and beware where you at the right good hands you can live. And Adonai bless you ever. So, Like moments ago, anytime I'm going to start to automatically, surely. So I'm going to hurry up, like you asked me, breathe. And suddenly the reality for I'm going to become boring. So suddenly, and you wanted I to be the improving mentally, I am with tensions, you heard me, I wear a mask to try to get to the high that I naturally can. So suddenly, forgive me, it's still terrible. It is really worrying for the reason of my health. It's been, like you know, affecting me. I have a very aching at my shoulders and my neck. And the whole of the contention of what it is, neck, shoulders, and the structure itself of upper thorax is insufferable. I'm in a very tensious state, and it's really, really, really worrying for everything. I am sleeping bad for the reason of this soul, not for I will ever have any condition to. Biologically, I am not resting so well like other times, and the clear fact, as you know already, which every day making, every day producing, every day proceeding, every day non-resting until they do the sickness Sodom and Gomorrah names them. They aren't they do. So suddenly, the degenerados, Kirschners, still with, oh, don't you turn to telling me nothing else about this, it's enough to me. The magic trousers fills them of the excrement they are and says, that fever is fulfilled and everything is okay, they just attach at the business of excremental sickness they all are. And it's exactly what we every day have, even trading and playing that baggy crap there. I knew about the situation, and yeah, we are dealing with a situation which is sickness, and they got to go buried where they belong every bad. And making more genocide naturally. So let's see what we're doing how. So okay, Your Honor, just a brief, and you want it opera. So, Schlevermatsenlek, I need this turning on for and a little bit affected, forgive me. And not wanting to doing which I'm not going to do further. At the state I am, and with the situation and resenting for the same aching that I got, I'm not going to get so relaxed. Forgive me please for this day. I came with a very few days, and you know what still does to me in time, it's just some chemics and the trends putting in my body as the whole of the artifact and medium as supposed to Laris and maniac persecutor. There's still over what are doing to me. Then so and forgive me my state, and I give you the presentation of the Mass. Then, het effect moet leggen in this leggen if my battery doesn't complain. Yeah, using my computer again. That is a terrible state. If you check right in the donor band, where are my icons for getting inside what it is the Wi-Fi? I don't have nothing, and everything is like hiding on me, and this is exactly the state of my system after the whole of the destructions, and I restored that just yesterday. So I'm gonna see if, I don't know, where were the I'm seeking for what it is. Fixing problems. Alright, mobility of frequency parameters for configuring. Alright, yes. So here I got, right, what it is, the Wi-Fi, but conectado actualmente. Alright, I didn't have no idea, so suddenly basic information, which is a disaster because if I were with no connection for long. Well, I'm gonna see and I'm gonna check how do I fix this mess now. And how do I do for this to keep on working? The reason why it's a computer and you are needing something, and naturally we're working at least okay, but let's see what do we do. Today is Friday, August the 28th, 2015. And okay, around here today shall be 17:30 maybe here in Buenos Aires. I'm at my address yet. I'm sorry, still, and yet non-sleeping. So suddenly, I love you so much, and I hope you to be fine there. The same you, Shem, Moshe, Hayden, Ofra, Mr. President, Eli. I hope you to be okay, Hayden, your runners, Justice Buddies, Matt, Eros, Salim, Barbara, Beth, Goldie, Meryl, I hope you all to be okay, and I hope everything to be okay, Laura, Alejandro, Gerard, Betlesim Hani, Joan, Betlesim, your runners, John Saunders, Carlo Atmaro, Betlesim Hatzimi, I hope you all to be okay, and your runners. Betlesim Mr. President, Betlesim and I'm sorry for the soul. And yes, I am suffering too much, but I am not the only person. But further this, the reality is not to, oh yes, I'm sorry. We don't have to be sorry one each other, but suddenly we understand pain. Forgive me, please, and I really keep on like we agreed and like we want to do. Need you to be careful. I keep it brief. HTTPS www.odrcbmcdidxicb F555351 BODRMC1CADIC 4349 29DXX 4349 BADICBI 4342181999 middle DXOC BOC BAM 4 middle sys middle XX60 4 thits 5 point parenthesis and recall F7. The last tools still works, and let's see how do we proceed from now on. I need to thinking about the possibility to working as we agreed, that they said and persisted with United Evangelics that they were wrong them and I were not right, and nothing allowed, and we want here to work. Thinks that I have to obey the demands of a sick, degenerate, conscience and liars with the pardon of victims for the making, staging, robbing and destroying people around, and saying that they are the ones that commence the authorities, whatever the heat they want to do, to gotta be respected and justified. So suddenly, further this, while Rob steals my jobs and the money and attacks people and manipulates people for let's having this to helping it and giving, why did you come for the money to the police station while the perros degenerados having the supposed money in the trouser, open the trouser with the money there, saying he wants it, comes to pick it up. And we will see if we are willing to give it to him. So suddenly, with the pardon of used stupidity and understanding also the risk, and we are at the close of that, like you understand, still kidnapping people and robbing to people and saying, state gave me and we have rights. While states, the poor ones, don't you see he makes cases of us, and he runs to us in everything we've done. Don't you see? Whenever it's proved, like you know, boom, 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 prove it! And disappearing everything like we already done. So suddenly ask you, and now we will be screaming, needing of medication. I want they all to die, right? And we are seeking for institutions orders. But I want they all be dead. And will be the ever blessed for the humankind all over. And I'm sorry for this. Please ask you, let's keep on. You have the information completed. You have the Blech Micham. I hope this to work for everybody.